Good morning, Internet. I am very excited. I have just purchased my first garden sprayer. I know, what a dorky thing to get excited about. But I thought that since I'm going to open it up today anyway, I would make one of those like first impression kind of reviews. There are a handful on YouTube already, and they were very helpful when I was shopping around for this. So I figured, what's one more? This is the Solo brand 425101 model 4-gallon backpack sprayer with the piston pump. It is the next step up from the baseline 425. There are only a handful of differences, and as I was shopping, I said, okay, I'll get the 425, keep it simple. If I want, I can always buy extra parts and upgrade it. But as I was pricing out the extra parts, the brass nozzles, the padded straps, the fold-away handle, I realized that I would have like $50 worth of extra stuff plus shipping. But this guy was like the same price, or maybe $5 more than the 425. So this was just good math. Alrighty, we have loose parts, stick. Oh, that's attached. All right. Nice, okay. Well, that was easy. Looks like everything comes more or less assembled, so you don't have to kind of fit everything together. It's already connected for you. So all I have to figure out how to stick on are the handle and the spray wand itself. I'm gonna take a minute and read the directions, but honestly, it looks like I probably wouldn't need to. I mean, it screws in. It's pretty simple. Okay, I've hit a frustration, but it's not necessarily the manufacturer's fault. The kit does include all of the plastic nozzles for changing the shape of the stream from a flat to a jet to a cone. And I wanted to just familiarize myself with it by changing out the brass nozzle for one of the plastic ones. And I cannot get the filter back into its original position. That's just because my hands are shaky. Like, I have difficulty manipulating teeny tiny things, and I should have known better, honestly. But that's something to keep in mind if you do have mobility issues, if you have like arthritis or anything. I almost got it. Here. I don't want to damage it with my knife. It would be handy to have like a teeny tiny dowel or some kind of poking device to help get these back into where they ought to be. I may not have the handle installed properly. I followed the directions in the instructions. It doesn't look exactly like the picture, but I think maybe because it's a different kind of handle. But if I turn it, and I can see the piston moving. So we'll go from here. I can always take it off and adjust it or switch sides too, because it's just one little bolt that you hand tighten, which is really nice. One of the big questions that I had when I was hunting around for a sprayer was, how do I clean them? The manufacturer has given us directions on how to clean, and for most applications, it's run soapy water through the tank and then spray it out until the thing is clean. But among other things, I may or may not be putting neem oil in this, which is goopy at low temperatures. So I wanted to make sure that I could get my little mitts in the tank with something to scrub, a scrubby. And I was a little bit worried because the opening is, I think, like 4¼ inches. But I was just playing with it, and I mean, I don't have the biggest arms in the world, but I can finagle. I can get my hand down in there, and if I needed to use a scrub brush or something, I could do it. I found some extra goodies. There's whoops. There are some little plastic bits left over in the tank from manufacturing, I guess. It happens. Something to look for when you open yours up. Okay. Now we have a filter. Pops in the top. And a lid. Ta-da! All right. I'm going to fill this up with water, take it outside, and test it out on a couple of trees just to make sure I got the handle right, it's not leaking, and I know how to use the thing, and I'll report back afterwards with how it feels to operate.
You finished?
This is not the ideal way to fill these up, or this is not the ideal way to put these on. I don't have an elevated surface out here, so now y'all get to laugh and watch me struggle to not break my back lifting this off the ground. Oh, okay. It's not bad. I got the strap wet.
Ooh. Hey, so nice.
Well, I think I broke something. Hold on. Shit, where did these go?
Whoa. Whoa, you're getting really tall now. Now it's really hard to record. I'm so close. Let's throw a zoom out button. Because it's hard to record.
See all of that?
Yeah, I can see that now.
Yeah, did you get a good laugh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so 4 gallons is not terribly heavy. I'm not a bodybuilder or anything, but I could lift it without too much difficulty. Having a table or something to set it on to just back into, as I've heard suggested, is definitely going to be easier, but it's possible from the ground. These, where is it? Here? The straps are just connected to the back frame with these little clips on the back, which makes sense because you can change them out for other, like better straps. But as you saw, they kept popping off a couple of times. It was kind of a pain in the ass to get them where they need to be. This waist strap is supposed to be to protect your back, but I have it adjusted all the way down, and it's not really doing nothing. I run a little on the scrawny side. Maybe a lot of people this works out great for, but for me it's just kind of hanging out there. Let's go. We're going to start with this little apple tree over here. This fella's maybe 10, 12 feet high. They're all very overgrown. If you want the full sad backstory of the little orchard that could, it is in my Down on the Homestead playlist. But I'm going to use this as my test tree. One of the big questions that I had when I was shopping was, well, how far does 4 gallons worth of product go? As an orchardist, I am looking at spraying the trees with certain mixtures to the point of runoff or to the point of saturation. What does that actually look like in practice? So we're going to try it now. Okay. Cool. So I pumped about 5 or 6 times, and now I can feel the pressure just built in the tank. Whoa.
That's a nice mist, man. That's a nice mist.
I don't know how well you can see it here, but we've got water dripping off the tree. As far as I know, that's what we're aiming for. Everything has been coated. I did have a little bit of trouble reaching the very tippy tops of the center of the tree. I could probably use an extension rod or something to make my actual, the wand a little bit longer. We got most of it though. Okay, well, I thought the hard part would be pumping. It actually isn't. Holding this up in the air for an extended amount of time, I can see that getting tiring. But again, I've got puny little T-Rex arms, so for some of y'all out there, it might not be that bad. Again, the weight of the sprayer, the weight of the tank, not terrible. I could do this for maybe an hour. How much water do I have left?
About 2/3.
Okay, about 2/3. So let's grab 2 more example trees, and we'll just see how that goes.
Yeah.
2 more example. Okay, it's my cameraman's first day, so in case we didn't catch all of that, overall, I really like the sprayer. Again, this is my very first sprayer, so I don't have anything to compare it to. However, I found it easy to assemble, easy to use, not terribly heavy. It did the job beautifully. I did have a little bit of difficulty getting the thing on from ground level. The straps kind of came off of their back frame, and the waist strap really didn't do anything for me. However, I had been told by other people that it is best to set the sprayer on a table or something and then back into it. So if I had used it in that way, I probably wouldn't have had the issues with the straps that I did. It doesn't say that in the manufacturer's directions. It's just a good tip that you get through word of mouth. Otherwise, I don't have any complaints. I would give this, I don't know, maybe an 8 or a 9 out of 10 so far. But I'll follow up in a couple of months after I actually use it for spraying different things on my trees, and I'll kind of let you know how I feel about it after some time. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope this was helpful for you. If there's anything else you want to know about the sprayer that I missed, let me know down in the comments and I'll do my best to answer that for you. Everybody have a great day.